McCarthy Auto Group is one of the largest auto groups in Kansas City, let alone the Midwest. It operates a total of 9 dealerships throughout the region. Whether you're looking for a quality used car in Blue Springs, Missouri, or a new car dealer in Overland Park, Kansas, McCarthy helps you cross each T and dot each I. And our commitment goes beyond the dealership. We continue to impact the lives of young student athletes in our area to propel them into their futures. And we are proud to partner with PrepsKC and present the McCarthy Elite Team.
When the game is on the line, do you make that big tackle, break that long run, throw that block, make that kick? Are you the best of the best in Kansas City? Again this season, the highest standard will be set with the PrepsKC McCarthy Elite Team, the most exclusive postseason honor in Kansas City high school football. Only 28 players will earn this distinction, from quarterback to kicker, from defensive lineman to returner. It's not about the stars next to your name. It's about what you do on the field. Will you become part of the elite? The PrepsKC McCarthy Elite Team.
Dion Closo with PrepsKC here in the PrepsKC studio, powered by Xfinity Internet. Fastest internet with multi-gig speeds to the most homes. All right, it's Thursday. There are games going on, but it is time to talk McCarthy Elite Team and one of our most popular segments from last year, the Specialists. We're joined by Cole Young. And Cole, really, this was such a great group last year. So much fun going through this. We bring back the McCarthy Elite Team kicker, Trace Rudd from Blue Valley Northwest. He's back as well. And then you've got a lot of good players. How fun was this to getting to know these guys and seeing what they can do and really giving some acclaim to guys that don't normally get it?
Yeah, I feel like last year I ended up following like 3 guys on Twitter after this, and it was Bryce Aldridge, the punter, Trace Rudd, and then Yusuf, the punter from Lawrence Free
State. Yeah. And they were as engaging guys as we had in that in that video shoot, and it's fun, and you're seeing great things out of a lot of these players, and you're seeing what you see a lot of are guys on teams that are good, are when they've got those units that are really good, and with the exception maybe of Braden Garcia from Park Hill South, they've struggled with some losses this year, but they're playing their best ball of the year right now, and he's a long snapper, and you reached out to and got when you were scouring for people, who did you go to kind of see what the next crop of people were?
My first call obviously was or my first text was to Bryce Aldridge to say, hey, who are the best long snappers you're seeing in the city? Because shockingly, that information is not always out there for people. Yeah.
And he had his older brother, mind you, who is a long snapper in college. They train long snappers. Yeah. They're kind of the long snapper gurus around here right now.
Yeah, he was immediately got back to me and he gave me 2 names of 2 really good long snappers that are work. Who would have thought there was such an art to long snapping?
It is an art. There's no doubt about that. And I will say this: even just the snapping of the ball back to the quarterback. A couple weeks ago, Blue Springs South got a 35-7 win over Blue Springs, but their center was out, so their guard moved over and decided he was just going to roll the ball back to the quarterback. And against that defensive line from Blue Springs, that extra, I don't know, heartbeat or half a heartbeat or 2 heartbeats of Aiden Wilhelm having to bend over and pick up the ball will slow down that Blue Springs South offense. So guys who can snap it and get it clean, especially for extra points and field goals, because that needs to be a timed thing. Those guys are huge. And we talk kickers, Trace Rudd, of course, the number 2 or 3 kicker in the country?
Something like that.
Yeah.
I saw his stats earlier this year, and his stats aren't, you look at his stats and you say, oh, maybe they're not quite as good as you would expect out of a 5-star kicker. But it's been just insane numbers that he's put up as far as distances. And I think his misses have been from like 57 and 54 yards or something crazy like that. I mean, there's a reason that Oklahoma went out and got this guy. And he's a lefty kicker too.
Yeah. So he's definitely one of those guys. You got Max Thomas from St. Michael's, another guy who's, and really I think at the high school level, making field goals is important. You want to be that weapon, but a lot of coaches are more so going for it on 4th down and playing that field position when they can. The touchback is the thing. That's the gold standard to me.
Yeah, and we'll get to this when we talk to returners, but if you can just kick the ball into the end zone every time you kick it off, or 95% of the time, you remove a lot of opportunity for mistakes to happen.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, talk about Max Thomas, Trace Rudd, Lincoln Dwiggins from Liberty, Colin Zimmelman from Baser Linwood. There's a lot of names on this list of guys who are Wyatt Jorgensen regularly kicking the ball into the end zone
Yes.
and just removing all doubt from special teams.
Then we go over to punters, and that's always kind of a mixed game because you don't know what the punt game is for a lot of people this year, these days, and it's different for every team. You got Aiden Wilhelm, who's an outstanding quarterback, leading one of the best teams in the city. He's a punter too, which makes him even more of a weapon because he's maybe the fastest guy on the team. It just depends. I don't know, but he can do a lot of different things back there. And you talk Spring Hill, that's a team that's been really good all season. They don't punt a lot, but Brooks Bear, their punter is really good. Giles Kearns from Pembroke Hill, Isaac Hamilton, who's a quarterback from Liberty North, he also does that. And then you get to returners. These are the guys you don't want to kick to right off the top. Cameron Fields from Washington.
Yeah, one of the best players in the city. His numbers aren't going to be as high this year on returns because they're just not kicking.
They don't kick it to him.
Because I would rather kick the ball out of bounds, take it on the 40, than get a chance for you to break the play against me.
Yeah, so it's a good group, and you will see these guys elevate their game as we go into the postseason. These guys really do.
One name I do want to call out on the returners.
Okay.
Adrian Gant from Northeast. He's a sophomore. He returned 3 kicks already for touchdowns this season, including 2 in one game. So electric player. That's the kind of guy you want to return.
On an improved Northeast team, Roosevelt Gibson, his first year head coach there.
Yeah.
Everybody loves Rosie. There's no doubt about that.
Rosie referred to him as a gifted young man.
Yeah. So, no, it's a good group, and it's always fun talking about these guys, and we will talk about them more later, Cole. It's always good talking different position groups, especially the guys who don't usually get talked about.
I can't wait for all the long snappers to get in my inbox.
Yes. We will find out even more. There's no doubt about that. All right, Cole, we will chat again here soon.
All right, sounds good.